Anyways, first thing I kind of want to cover is someone asked in one of my other videos about what do I do for working my abs. To be honest, I don't actually work my abs at all. I essentially, past 111 days, I haven't actually done any core exercises. Not to my knowledge, maybe in the earlier days, but not from, day 10 onwards. I previously, like a while ago, I used to do, hanging knee raises, hanging leg raises, wipers, planks, crunches, simple things like that. Nothing extravagant or over the top, but they seem to help with my core development and so forth. But yes, past 110 days, haven't done overly too much in terms of direct abdominal work. I reckon just doing the pull-ups themselves, plus really stabilising my body. I have been working my abdominal muscles and my core really well. Obviously, I can probably work them a lot more and get them really strong. However, what am I trying to achieve by doing all of that? As long as I have a decent core and abdominal muscle and so forth, I'll be laughing for days. Most people don't really have any core stability, core strength, abdominal muscles, and so forth. Especially working like in my office job now, you're sitting down a lot. You don't really engage your core as much. When I was working on the floor, so clinically in the ED, I probably used my my core a lot more, embracing it, moving patients, and, doing CPR and, working clinically. It's just totally different. But in the office, I do need to look after myself as much as possible and keep physically well. Otherwise, I'll turn into a true, stigmatized dad bod sort of look, which I'm trying to create a new stigma for dad bod, which is, a rockin' body. That's all. In the second half of this video, I just want to quickly talk about nutrition. So when I first started working out and really getting into the gym and so forth, I used to actually count my macros. So I'd literally count, my protein, my fats, my carbohydrates, everything, what was going into my body. I'll document and write down what I was eating. I utilised the MyFitnessPal app, where I was able to monitor what I was eating, how many calories I required to, gain muscle slash weight. And with my protein, I'd have roughly 1 to 2 grams of protein per body weight, and I was sitting about 65 kilograms at the time. So I'd have roughly, 100 to 120-ish grams of protein, and I just gradually upped it as my weight started going up. I did do a dirty bulk at one stage, and I got a bit of mass from that, but it was hard work sort of cutting the fat off. So if you're pretty committed, then do it. If you're not committed, try not get too fat because it's hard work. So my macros, I probably had my carbohydrates, I probably had about 40%. My fats, I would have had 30%, and protein would have been about 30% as well, totaling 100%. So depending on your body weight and so forth, that's the percentage I was running on, and I just utilised the MyFitnessPal app and calculated what I had to eat from there. I'd enter everything I ate, anything which was processed, which had a barcode, I'd utilise the barcode because then it allowed me to have the most accurate sort of foods that I was using. Not sure if, the States and so forth have MyFitnessPal, but definitely in Australia. So I'm sure every country has something similar, where you can monitor and work out, what you need to eat and what you should be eating. When you're looking at, meats and stuff like that, I was initially doing a lot of weighing until I started getting used to what I was eating. And after about a year of doing it, I could essentially estimate the amount of, the quantity of meat I required to, have exactly, 20 grams or whatever. So you'll get used to it. And once you get really used to it, you can essentially stop using the app and just know what you're eating and understand what you're eating, why you're eating, how to eat, and really not be as selfish after a little while. Because initially it's quite selfish because you kind of forget about everyone else and you're focusing on yourself on how you should eat and what you should eat. So my recommendation essentially is just don't forget about your mates, your family. It's okay to eat whenever you need to and enjoy life, but just be understanding of what you need to do to achieve the body you want. That's all for me for tonight. Look after yourself, look after others, be nice to yourself, be nice to others. Peace out.